Hello, literature lovers. Today I want to discuss simulacra and things, theories related to it, and simulation. All these are referred. According to Baudrillard, what had happened in postmodern culture, is that our society has become so reliant on models and maps that we have lost all contact with the real world that preceded the map. Reality itself has begun merely to imitate the model which now precedes and determines the real world. The territory no longer precedes the map, nor does it survive it. It is nevertheless the map that precedes the territory processing of simulacra that engenders the territory. The process of simulacra, first according to Baudrillard, when it comes to postmodern simulation and simulacra, it is no longer a question of imitation, nor duplication, nor even parody. It is a question of substituting the science of the real for the real. The procession of simulacra, Baudrillard, is not merely suggesting that postmodern culture is artificial, because the concept of artificiality still requires some sense of reality against which it recognizes the artifice. His point, rather, is that we have lost all ability to make sense of the distinction between nature and artifice. To clarify his point, he argues that there are three orders of simulacra. First, in the first order of simulacra, which he associates with the pre modern period, the image is a clear counterfeit of the real. The image is recognized as just an illusion, a place market for the real. Second, the second order of simulacra, which Baudrillard associates with the Industrial Revolution of the 19th century. The distinction between the image and the representation begin to break down because of mass production and the proliferation of copies. Such production misrepresents and mass underlying reality by imitating it so well, thus threatening to replace it. That is in photography or ideology. However, there is still a belief that though critic or effective political action, one can still access the hidden fact of the real. Third, the third order of simulacra, which is associated with the modern age, we are confronted with a procession of simulacra, that is, the representation precedes and determines the real. There is no longer any distinction between reality and its representation. There is only the simulacrum. Baudrillard points to a number of phenomena to explain this loss of distinction between reality and simulacra. Media culture, contemporary media, television, film, magazines, billboards, internet are concerned not with relying information or stories, but with interpreting our most private selves for us, making us approach each other and the world through the lens of these media images. We therefore no longer require goods before because of real needs, but because of desires that are increasingly defined by commercials and commercialized images, which keep us at one step removed from the reality of our bodies or the world around us. Exchange value, according to Karl Marx, entrance into capitalist culture. Purchase goods in terms of use value is in terms of the real uses to which an item will be put. Instead, everything begins to be translated into how much it is worth, into what it can be exchanged for. The exchange value. Once money became a universal equivalent against which everything in our lives is measured, things lost their material reality. real world uses, the sweat and the tears of the labor, we begin even to think of our lives in terms of money rather than in terms of the real things we hold in our hands. How much is my time worth? How much my conspicuous consumption define me as a person according to Baudrillard? In the modern age, we have lost all the sense of use value. It is all capital for a critic. 82. Multinational capitalism, as the things we use are increasing the product of complex industrial processes, we lose touch with the underlying reality of the goods we consume. Not even national identity functions in a world of multinational corporation. According to Baudrillard, it is capital that now defines our identities. We thus continue to lose touch with the material fact of the laborer, who is increasingly invisible to a consumer oriented towards retail outlets, or the even more impersonal internet. A common example of this is the fact that most consumers don't know how the products they consume are related to real life things. How many people could identify the actual plant from which is derived the coffee beans? Starbucks, by contrast, increasingly defines our urban realities on multinational capitalism and the Marxism. Fourth, urbanization. As we continue to develop available geographical location, we lose touch with any sense of natural world. Even natural spaces are now understood as protected, which is to say that they are defined as contradicting to an urban reality, often with signs to point out just how real they are. Increasingly, we expect the sign to precede access to nature. Fourth, language and ideology. Baudrillard illustrates how, in such subtle ways, language keeps us from accessing reality. The early understanding of ideology was that it hid the truth, that it represents a false consciousness, as Marxists phrase it, keeping us from seeing the real workings of the state of economic forces or the dominant groups in power. This understanding of ideology corresponds to Baudrillard's second order of simulacra. Postmodernism, on the other hand, understands ideology as the support for our very perceptive of reality. There is no outside of our ideology. According to this, at least no outside that we can be articulated in language, because we are so reliant on language to structure our perceptions and representation of the reality. Thank you.